Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Dream Huge podcast. Dream Huge, baby. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? How we doing today?
Good. Guys, your guys' energy, enthusiasm. I can't even keep up with that
You
stuff.
just wait, baby. We're just getting started. All right, let me tell you all about it. Welcome to the Dream Huge podcast. We love to share success stories from huge dreamers, folks in the real estate business, entrepreneurs, movers, shakers, influencers, and more. And hopefully these stories will help to motivate and inspire you to dream huge. So I'm here today with my man JP for 3, John Pavlansky. What's up, JP?
What is going on, Pete, man? We got a fun episode. We're going to talk business today. We're going to talk entrepreneurship. We're going to talk a little bit of real estate. I'm excited for this one, man. Pete, how are you doing, brother?
I'm excellent, man. Good as always. Excellent as always. Excellent to network and learn and share these stories to help motivate and inspire others. And today our very special guest is Tristan Gardner. How you doing, Tristan?
I'm wonderful, gentlemen. I'm wonderful. I've already learned one thing today, and I know how to say John's last name, right? That's a feat in itself.
Let's go.
That's right. Turn your key with John Pavlansky. Yes. So
Yes,
we can all
sir.
learn that one. So let me tell you a little bit about our special guest today. Tristan Gardner is the Chief Operating Officer at Easy Justice. He's also a real estate investor with Gardner Property Group. And he's going to tell us a little bit about himself and what he does. And actually, he is kind of our neighbor here in downtown Mansfield. He owns the building formerly known as the News Journal building. That is now Tristan Gardner headquarters right there, just down the street from us. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Tristan, and what it is that you do.
Perfect. Well, thank you both for having me. I so much appreciate that. A little bit of everything, right? So on the real estate side, we have 3 commercial buildings. Obviously, the downtown Mansfield News Journal office. I think if we look on our roofs, we probably could make some eye contact. I mean, we really are that close. So awesome to be part of the downtown family with you guys, both with the News Journal building as well as the Salon Vivace building directly across from the Carousel. We were able to take that from the previous Antonelli's gym and put a couple cents in that beautiful thing and turn it into an awesome salon, spa, pretty much every service you can ever imagine inside that facility. And then also another office building, the Friendly's building on Lexington Avenue in Mansfield, right across from the gas station up where the Value City used to be. So a little bit of everything in the real estate world.
Great. So let's talk a little bit of commercial real estate. Are you full as far as vacancies go and everything?
We've got some space in the News Journal building. We're sitting on 35,000 square feet of office space as well as a good amount of warehouse, right? I mean, they had a full service operation down here from printing to obviously your offices, your writers and publishers, but also distribution, right? So we've got about 10,000 square feet of warehouse space open, fully heated, cleaned up, ready to rock and roll for the next person that wants to come down, join Pete, John, myself in Mansfield and take over the world.
Good to know. Do you have a price off the top of your head for that space?
It's depending on what we need to do with it. If we're kind of keeping it on how it is, we'll probably about $1 a foot, but $1 a square foot. It really does depend on kind of what we're going in, how much of a turn needs to be done to really build that out to suit for our next tenant.
Yep. Excellent. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye out for you on that. Now the News Journal building in particular, your own company takes up how much of that building, and then how much are you leasing out to other companies?
We've got about maybe a little over a third. That'll probably move up to a half here after our next development push. We pretty much have the entire second story here at Easy Justice, our court government kind of software package. The rest is pretty open. First floor is almost completely available. We still have a few staff members from the News Journal that operate out of there, but there's some great space, both from a storefront perspective or just some professional office space available.
Yeah.
Plenty of parking. It's good stuff down here.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Easy Justice and what it is that you do there.
Well, hold on, Pete. Before we hop into that, I wanna touch on the real estate side, just because I feel like we're gonna get down a trail with Easy Justice here.
Yeah, man,
So,
please.
I want to ask, because a lot of people probably, and me, I guess my curiosity is blossomed from this, is you've got 3 commercial buildings. So did you, when you first started investing, Tristan, was it right into commercial? Did you hit residential first and then move into commercial? How did you, obtain 3 commercial buildings? Because a lot of people will go into residential first, then move on to the commercial side.
Great point.
For sure. It'll be a similar segue to Easy Justice as well. One word: partnerships. All right. I have 2 other fantastic partners that really we do everything together. Right. So I actually came into the business and they already had 2 of the 3. And then together we actually took down the News Journal building. So leveraging those partnerships, leveraging people that have come far before I have with plenty of more wisdom in really all facets of life, but definitely real estate.
Folks, if you really want to go huge in real estate, you need to understand real estate investing is a team sport. You can't go huge and you cannot scale up alone by yourself in enough time, in a quick enough time to really level up. That is excellent advice, Tristan, on that. Great point, JP, on that. Great question, by the way.
The end goal, though, I mean, is apartment buildings, right? I'm going to segue into mostly multifamily, right? Probably bottom on that'll be around 8 units and above, but location's kind of our key there, right? I want to be able to visit it and I want to enjoy going to that property, or it be, in my hometown down here in Mansfield to just there's going to be a boom. I mean, let me give you a little plug, Pete. A huge boom when we start getting some stuff coming in. There it is. A huge boom. When we start looking at, Intel coming in and then some of the other just businesses as we're moving north from Columbus and down from Cleveland. Look, we're right in the dead center, that we're in the epicenter and we are going to explode. So being able to revitalize the town, to just put some new units in, to have some of that Mansfield charm, but still be affordable and just a nice quality place to live. I mean, that's at the core and at the mission of really the Gardner Property Group, just in its totality.
All right, So now y'all heard it, because I say it all the time. We're about to experience the biggest boom ever in real estate that Mansfield, Ohio has ever seen. But I'm a real estate guy. People sometimes in one ear out the other. Oh, Pete's just trying to sell houses and whatnot. But Tristan, I'm telling you, it's the truth. And then, so if you guys are listening to Tristan Gardner right now, you guys better jump on board and you better buy as many properties as you can, or build as many properties, or rehab as many properties, or buy commercial space. We are in for the largest boom we have ever seen in our lifetimes in Mansfield, Ohio. Tristan Gardner just said so.
I've had people ask me lately, when do you think the market's going to slow down? When do you think it's going to come back down? I said, it might in the U.S., but I think Mansfield, we are going to see a consistent for a long time, because like you said, Intel's already building, and that's going to bring jobs. And now we got Amazon's bought land down in Columbus in the Licking County, Knox County area. We got Meta, we've got there's another Apple maybe, but the massive companies that are coming here. We're going to see it for a long time. So I just to third that 100%, we're going to continue to see this boom for a long period of time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, so then when you mentioned tech there, JP, so let's jump back to Easy Justice. What does Easy Justice do, and how did that come about?
Easy Justice provides software to really government entities, specifically courts, all phases of courts, and law enforcement nationwide. All right. Easy Justice really is a rebranding of our Ohio-specific court products that we launched back in 2016. To take it scale it up into Pennsylvania, into Wisconsin, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Virginia, Oregon, Arizona, Washington, and all of those other states that we're operating in and are really pushing hard to even get into. So the Easy Justice really container, it holds all of the Easy product lines, right? So there's Easy Supervision, which is our probation case management system for all of our probation and parole agents, both in Ohio and even, nationwide, right? There's other applications under the Easy Justice umbrella, like Easy Courtroom, to hold video and virtual courtrooms and even process the defendants right inside the court room electronically, right? Generate files, e-sign stuff. I mean, it is amazing how antiquated some of those technologies are. Putting kiosks in units in jails so we don't have to move inmates around and bring in counselors or bring them to the court for trial. Just boom, spin up a kiosk and we're ready to rock and roll. And the really easy warrant is putting the warrant software right in the officer's hands to be like, look, I got to get a search warrant to Judge Peterson. He needs to call me, swear me in, sign that, and get it back. I don't want to be driving to Pete's house in the middle of the night, right? Maybe I do want to drive to Pete's house in the middle of the night because of that energy, but I definitely don't want to go JP's house in the middle of the night. So he can get me, call me, swear me in, and get that warrant right back to me. So all of those easy tools, the Easy Justice tools, were built with the actual players on the field that use these things, right? And that's what has taken this product line and all these applications and truly been able to really make them incredibly successful, right? We're biased, but building something alongside the users that actually use it has been incredible. Awesome experience.
So how does that look then from like a profitability standpoint? How do you monetize that? Are you charging them for space used, number of users? Just curious how that lays out.
Yeah, being the tech world, a lot of it's based off a subscription model, right? So we have our licensing, our support. We have a full-on support and customer success team down here in the News Journal building to take the calls, answer the tickets, help them. So from ongoing costs, right, we get the subscription from the tech, but there's also the implementation, right? Look, Pete, it's going to be, I don't know, some dollars to put the whole system inside your organization, get everyone trained, get that data converted and loaded in. And then ongoing, we got you back from A to Z. Whatever you need, we're here to make you and keep you successful.
Wow, it sounds like an awesome model.
Now, something like that that's so intricate and just advanced in terms of technology. Has it been something that since you were younger that you just had this kind of love for technology and it just kind of it's because you're a sharp dude. I think the viewers can even see that just from our conversation so far. Where did that love come from, and how did you learn to monetize it eventually?
For sure, I grew up in it. Big P word, right? Partnerships. I'm in a partnership with the Easy Justice brand as well. I handle all the sales and the marketing side of it, but there's two other gentlemen that are just far smarter and so much better at it than I am even today, to actually understand that monetization model and even the scale of the whole company and the applications. From a start, though, I've always loved tech. I am full thoroughbred tech, right? Latest and greatest, everything I can imagine. We got door locks with chips and all kinds of cool stuff. You name it, we do it. Yeah. It's some good stuff. But I've always loved it. I've loved just tinkering around and experimenting with it, but taking it and being able to understand it to be able to build a business and really to monetize it and take it nationwide is really the fun part, right? Yeah. Tech's great, but the IT part, well, it's a pain in the ass a lot of time, right? You can work on something all day long and get no further than you were in the morning, but being able to grow and scale the business and bring on some people to help us do that has been the best and most fun part.
That's awesome. And not only are you a tech master, Tristan, but I also got to dive in. Me and you sat down earlier last year, and I got to dive into the system master, Tristan. So tell us a little bit about how you've been able to master your system, because I was amazed, and I told Pete multiple times since then of how your system, how just smooth and well run your system was. So tell us a little bit about that and how that came about too.
Damn, I painted a good facade of that. We all got bumps in the road depending on no matter how much money, how much time we throw at stuff. There's always I can fix that and I can improve that. And that really is the theme that keeps any systems that we bring in to the level, JP, that you even said, right? I know we talked about HubSpot, our CRM, on the way we automate our flow from stranger all the way through to opportunity to deal closed and supported ongoing customer. It comes down to we're a small business. We're self-funded. So we wear a lot of hats and we don't have a lot of time. when you don't have a lot of time, you need to use and lean into technology to get that time back, right? Me sending a link to you and Pete, hey, when are you available for a call? Boom, here's my HubSpot calendar. Click this, you can see when I'm available. That sends us or saves us from sending 5 or 6 emails back and forth on what about Monday at 2? What about Monday at 7 a.m.? We can't be doing that, right? We're moving too quick. There's too much shit going too much stuff going on where it can't happen. So taking the tasks that take 5 minutes and then scaling down to either be completely automated or 5 seconds is really where I've taken my system knowledge and tried to expand on it. Not the 3-hour tasks or the year-long tasks, right? We'll get there. It's the 5-minute things. How can I get 5 minutes back? So then I've got an hour and 5 minutes or 65 minutes when everyone else has 60 minutes and an hour.
I love it. I love it. Did you hear what he just said, Pete? Did you hear what he said? He said, when you do not have the time, you need to put technology and systems in place. We can put that on repeat for an hour. When you do not have the time, you need to put technology and systems in place. That's amazing. That's amazing. And that's the truth. And once you start to do that, you see the productivity rise as well.
Sure. Instead of complaining about it, oh, there's not enough hours in the day. Oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I can't keep up. Problems are meant to be solved, not complained about. Solve them. Solve them
what
with
I got?
technology.
Now that I know I can say shit, I wear a little bracelet. It says, don't be a little bitch on it. It says, don't be a little bitch, to remind myself, look, I'm afraid of technology. My phone size, my font size, the shit, people can read it across the room. I can't do it. Figure it out. Quit being a little bitch. Don't be a little bitch about it. Right. And this is to remind me to not be that little victim, to not be that small thinker. Figure it out. Move forward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I used to wear that. I've snapped 2 of those already. So I need to get my new bracelet. But I've had that bracelet on since I was probably 16 years old, man.
JP, I'll be up. You're 5 seconds away. I got some spares just in case it happens. I'll be up. I'll be up after the call.
And going back to the automate, I wanted to touch on this. I got this from Larry Merwine, great real estate investor here in town. Mm-hmm. He said you need to do 3 things as a small business owner: automate, delegate, or eliminate. You do those 3 things and you will free up so much time in your day that eventually you'll be free, right? That's the key. That's where we all want to be, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's the goal.
Absolutely.
Got to control our time. Don't be controlled by time. You got to control your time.
Yep.
Love it.
Great stuff from my man, Tristan Gardner today. Tristan, killing it.
Tristan, so tell us.
Bitch, viewers, don't be little bitches out there, viewers. Come on.
I love it. And they're like, that's offensive. And I'm like, sounds like you need one.
There's that meme. It reminds me, there's that meme of, it says, like, when you need a motivational workout quote to get you through the tough workout, it's got like flowers and stuff. It sets you up all real nice. And then it switches over to Debo from Friday. And he says, stop being a bitch and come on. Stop being a bitch and come on.
Love it.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Yeah.
So Tristan, man, gosh, it's been a fun pod so far, man. Tell us a little bit. So we've talked about the businesses, the things that you have now. Tell us a bit about your journey to becoming that and becoming where you are. Like from high school on, how did you get to where you're at right now?
Dude, I'll start it. I was probably 10, 12 years old. And I'm like, Mom, Dad, you know what I need? I don't need an Xbox. I don't need my bullshit because I'm not a little bitch, right? I need some door hangers. I'll print them myself. We're going to clean pools. We're going to walk dogs. We're going to mow grass, whatever it takes, or shovel snow. I mean, we get a snow day, come back with, I don't know, $250, $300 in my pocket from like $20 shovels, right? 13, 14 years old, learned how to scale that, where I'm like, look, we're going to charge them 20, but I'm going to give some, another neighbor boy, 5, 6 years younger than me, $10. So I make $10. That way we're doing 2, 3 driveways at the same time. Mm-hmm. And then we started moving over, doing the same thing with the lawn care. And then I would pick, I pick sweet old Mrs. Peterson's flowers and then go give them to old Mrs. Pavlansky. Hey, you just a little tip here, right? Oh, boom. Now I got $40 instead of $20. And she's going to call me next time. Right. And I mean, I've always had that mindset, even being in a young age. when I was a senior in high school, I really started the IT consulting business. I started with really National Pride Car Wash was our first big customer. They own and operate all the Buckeye Express car washes around here. We took care of their IT, their camera systems, their door locks, access control, really from start to finish, right? Starting with really just a conversation when they built the first one out here in Ontario, Ohio. I remember the guys like, I went in, I said something, and I was like, this camera system is a little weak. He's like, you do camera systems? I'm like, of course I do camera systems, right? Of course I do. I know the damn camera system in my life. But you got to commit. You got to commit. You got to commit to pulling those flowers to Zevel. You got to commit to hiring the 7-8-year-old to do the driveways. And, you got 2-3 people doing it. You got to commit. So scaled up from there, got to the point where I'm like, God, busy enough. And, anyone owning a business will get to this point. I'm too busy to continue on myself, but I'm not busy enough to hire somebody else, right? Mm-hmm. I was working with City Mills Technology. I actually staffed the IT department at the Mansfield City School District, and then was offered a partnership at really the parent company of Easy Justice. We'll just say Easy Justice because that's the one everyone can find online. And then really went full bore into Easy Justice, as well as the IT consulting still stays and still hands, but we've got a full team available now through the partnership I was offered to just take it really to the moon, right? We got the staff, we got the resources, and ultimately the customers are better taken care of and served. Now I'm talking to you two fine gentlemen. I mean, it really is crazy, right? I mean, that was no shit. That was really only 8 years ago. I mean, it's not long ago at all.
Right. Wow. Yeah. So,
just just an entrepreneur from the get-go, though. That's what it boils down to. Right from the very start, you're looking, how can I add value? How can I help others? And when I do those two things, I'm going to get paid. I'm going to have success. And you've carried that on throughout your life, man. Kudos to you, Tristan.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And still growing. Tristan, how old are you, man?
I am 26.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm 23. I thought you were a little older than that. So that's nice to know. I didn't even know that.
I know, Pete. You're only 29, right? I mean, that's touch of gray when you're up in there. So.
This year. I'm gonna take my shirt off, and you're gonna say, "Man, you're 21."
Let me get that shirt off, Pete, man. Anyway.
Look, Pete's just looking for a reason. Damn, did he say take my? Did I hear him say take my shot?
What's his name that got famous doing the podcast with the sleeveless?
Pat.
Yeah, let's take it one step further.
We got a dream huge. We got a huge dress code around here now.
No shirts allowed.
Right.
Shirt, no service.
Shirts are for bitch. Shirts are for little bitches.
Yeah.
Oh,
wristbands only. Wristband. You got a shirt on? No, but I got wristband on. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, so Tristan, man, how do you hope to inspire others, especially maybe the youth, with your story moving forward? How do you hope to inspire others with the things that you've done, man?
Dude, I want someone to take it. I want somebody to hear what I've done and just do something, right? Get into action and just go, right? Everyone's like, well, I don't have this. I don't have that. This is why I wear this damn bracelet, to remind even myself, don't complain about it. Find a solution and do it. Go, well, I don't know who wants me to mow their lawn. Go mow their damn lawn. Just go mow the fucking lawn. Pete, if I show up and I'm 12 years old and I mow your lawn, you're going to come out and be like, what are you doing? Dude, I'm mowing. What the hell you think I'm doing? I'm mowing your lawn. You an idiot? Right? When you need your lawn mowed next time, who are you going to call? You might not call me. I'll mow that shit again. At some point, you'll start paying me or just go mow somebody else. The thing about that, though, and the thing about taking that action is you're going to talk about it. This little asshole keeps mowing my damn lawn.
Yep.
Right? He's picking Mrs. Pavlansky's flowers and giving them to me. You're talking about me. My name is in your mouth. That's going to spread. Take action. Take relentless, massive action and just keep pushing. Keep going. Right? You'll get somewhere. You will get somewhere. Do it. Do action. You're not going to have everything figured out. Fail and keep failing, because the more you fail, the more you'll grow and the more you'll learn from your failures. Fail forward and just do something, anything.
Love it.
Great advice. Great advice. Great advice. So many folks are so afraid that they have to have it all figured out before they start. Oh, I gotta see what type of lawnmower I'm gonna use. What type of blades are they gonna be? Are they gonna be sharp enough? And what type of gas am I gonna have? Am I gonna have enough to get gas? And what's the weather gonna be like? No, just don't. You figure it out after the fact. You almost good entrepreneurs. They this was a quote I heard. You jump off the cliff and you build the airplane on the way down.
Exactly what Tristan did. Do you do cameras? Absolutely, I do. I've never done them before.
You figure it out. Figure it out as you go. And people think that's the wrong way to do it. That's the right way to do it. And because the pressure is on you now and you've committed, like you said, get the deal. Get the deal. Yep. Figure it out later. And that's the way to do it. Great advice, Tristan.
Your ideal self will only live in your mind until you stop procrastinating and start doing it. Once you start doing it, you'll realize how simple it was all along. Who you are and who you want to be is only, it's found within what you do. That's it. That's exactly it, man.
Yep.
Anybody that tells, well, I got to figure it out first. What if I commit and I can't do it? You didn't do a damn thing. You didn't do anything. What if I fail? You already failed. You didn't do anything. Right?
And you'll hear entrepreneurs say, I want more failure. I want to learn more lessons.
Yes.
Not everything's going to be perfect. Anybody that does anything perfect will get passed by those people actually producing something, right? We started social media about 1.5 years ago at Easy Justice. I mean, it was rough, right? Hey, I'm Tristan. I'm from Easy Justice. Our probation case management system rocks. Go buy the shit, right? No message, no motive, no nothing, no JP style. No, I got none of that yet. Now we're getting there. We're working on it. But you just got to start. You got to start somewhere. That way you can improve on it. But if you start with you're perfect, what are you going to improve on? You never get there anyway because it'll never be good enough. So you didn't do anything. You failed.
Exactly.
Yep. Woo, baby, woo! Just start and keep showing up. Keep showing up. All right.
Sure.
I think we need to hit Tristan with the, ooh, we got the huge 4, baby. Ooh, yeah. The huge 4 questions. All right, JP, hit them.
All right. I hit the first one. Tristan, what is one thing that you wish you would have known before you began your career?
One thing I wish I would have known. Take more action. I mean, it really does go back to that. I thought I was going hard, and then you go hard and you realize you can go harder, right? If I would have taken more action and leaned into my my connections and my power base earlier, we would have been further ahead than where we are. And I figured the partnership thing out early in life. I'm incredibly thankful for that opportunity. You're not doing anything alone. You want a really small piece of a ginormous fucking pizza, or do you want the whole pizza of a little 6-inch CC's cut, right? Walk out the whole pizza. All right, well, my one piece is 5 times the size of your little 6-inch little macaroni and cheese bullshit, right? I wish I would have tapped into that power base of those people that I knew to say, hey, who are 5 people that you know that can buy the same service you bought, that can refer me as a company or take us even further. I wish I would have tapped in that power base initially and not been so, we'll push in hard, but let's just 3,000 RPM instead of 1,100, all right? So I should have pushed harder and tapped into my power base earlier.
Love it.
Great answer. Love it. Okay, what was your biggest failure and what did you learn from it?
Oh. There's a couple deals I've lost on the Easy Justice side that just claw the back of my eyes, right? I thought we had it locked up, always going with confidence on it, right? You got to be confident, but that's fine. No problem. I kept getting objections and I kept getting complaints, and I handled the complaints. Oh, it's too expensive. And I kept handling the complaints as a reason to not actually move forward as an objection, right? I learned that a complaint and an objection are two totally different things. John, you show me a house. John, it's too expensive. I didn't say, hey, John, I don't want to buy this damn house because it's too expensive. I just said it was too expensive. That one deal, I handled every single thing that they said, and I took it as an objection instead of a complaint. And it cost me the deal. I lowered the price. Terrible idea. I'll never do that again. I just kept getting stalls, which I handled as actually problems for them moving forward instead of being like shit or get off the pot. Well, what are we doing here? And I sat too much in the, it's too expensive. Oh, there's not enough time. Oh, we can't dedicate the resources, right? Not we won't actually move forward and buy your stuff.
That's great advice. Great advice for any sales oriented people out there. That is terrific advice. 150%. Not everything they say and complain about is going to be an objection. Love that. That's a great one. And I think I might know this answer already, but what are the biggest or the best resources that have helped you along the way?
Partnerships, right? Both with my two partners and everything we do, and just the community and surrounding myself with I want to say like-minded people, right? That's important, but people that are above me and below me, right? I mean, John, you and I met. How the hell did we even meet?
I think through the investing meetup through Caleb.
That's right. So we met through that, right? Community connections, right? You give me to Pete. Pete buys our consultant service to get HubSpot in, to give all his realtors some good stuff. And next thing you know, we got a whole network, and we're on a podcast together. We're doing deals together. I mean, you got to lean into your connections. You talk to yourself, well, you ain't gonna get anywhere.
Yeah. You stay inside
Tristan party at 1. That's no fun.
Yeah. You stay inside the house all day. You're not gonna meet nobody.
No, I just got my 6-inch little CC's mac and cheese pizza, and we're just alone and sad.
Partnerships and connections, baby. That's where it's at.
You're not getting anywhere alone. I mean, you can get somewhere, but you can live life, just, it's good. Everything's great. Millionaire Next Door status, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, right? It's a book, Millionaire Next Door. But, I got a little bit of money. We'll do okay. Or you can take it and really thrive and live and, build churches and hospitals, and I want to donate a car, and you really can do some change in your community. And unfortunately, that in this today's world, it takes two things: money and time. And it's hard to get time without money in this world. So you'll get to this level, you'll get to that level with those connections, with those partnerships.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the Millionaire Next Door. And while that's good, it's good that you mentioned it. It's actually the killer.
Yep.
That's what's killer, because that is the new average.
Yep.
$1 million is nothing anymore. You cannot retire on $1 million. Okay, and very few do, but that's not even enough. That having just enough, or hey, I'm good. I just want to be comfortable and have enough to pay the bills and be happy. That's a recipe for disaster. Average is a recipe for disaster. So what happens when the market turns down? What happens when somebody gets sick? What happens when you want to donate a car? What happens when you want to help somebody out? What happens when COVID hits? Anything, any of these unpredictable things, if you are just cruising along comfortably, it's not good. So that's great advice.
It's a failing formula. Average is a failing formula.
Yep.
Right. We're not called to be average. I'm a spiritual person myself. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. I was created in the most perfect DNA, in the image of the most perfect DNA. He created everything in 7 days. Nothing about that's average. And if my DNA is in the image of him, how in the hell am I average? I'm only acting as average and only capable of average, then, well, that's an ethical violation. I need to push myself further, because I come before him. He's like, well, I'm glad you just did C-level everything. How was that food? Bland? Oh, I got an average haircut. Yeah. Went to the salon, got an average massage. How was your food? Yeah, it was the Applebee's. $300 Applebee's, it was good. Nah.
No. Much better than average. That is our duty. All right. So what are 2 books that have inspired your success, Tristan?
10X Rule. Grant Cardone. Hands down.
Yes.
Read that thing once a quarter. Where a bracelet says, don't be a little bitch from Grant Cardone. I mean, some people were drinking the Kool-Aid, some people were swimming in the Kool-Aid, and some people bought an ocean to dive in, right?
Yeah.
And then some people filled Mars with the ocean and bought the planet Mars. What's up? What's up?
Go huge,
So I got so much money with Elon because he's got the rockets to take me to my planet with all my Grant Cardone Kool-Aid on it. So the 10X rule, it goes through those 4 levels of action. It talks about average. I mean, you got to read it. It should be a curriculum in school. It should be a requirement. It's killer.
Yep.
Right. The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Disclaimer, read Rich Dad Poor Dad first. To take that further more practically, though, outside of just real estate, look at the cash flow quadrant. Where do you want to be? Everyone knows where they want to be after they read Rich Dad Poor Dad. The cash flow quadrant will actually put some practicality in that and tell you how to get there.
We've had 3 guests of all time list the cash flow quadrant. You, our last guest, Austin Rutherford, and myself. I actually read the cash flow quadrant before Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I'm telling you, it changed my entire mindset on money, on how money worked, everything about it, and where I wanted to be and how I was going to get there. Love both of those books. Both of those books are amazing. So yes, love those ones.
Rich Dad Poor Dad will get you in. It'll get you into Planet Fitness, right? Cash flow quadrant will get you ripping your shirt off like Pete Peterson, for sure. There's your practicality of it. I mean, it really is that. Here we go. Boom! Straight up to explicit on iTunes.
Not too explicit.
Oh shit! You know what my favorite part about this? We didn't plan any of this. I mean, we didn't get a script. We're just going for it. I love it.
This is just us right here, man. This is just us. There you go. Turn your key with John Pavlansky, baby. Love it, man.
All right, are you ready for the rapid fire round? The rapid fire round. We're going to hit you with the rapid fire round. First thing that comes to mind, Tristan. Are you ready?
Do it.
What is your spirit animal?
You're cracking.
A kraken?
Jumping out of the ocean. Oh yeah. Swallow it up. Tell me some massive action there, right?
Yeah, kraken. We have not had a kraken ever. Uh-oh. That is a podcast first.
Badass beast right there.
Nice. That is right. Oh, okay, Tristan. What is your favorite movie?
Ooh, any of the Iron Mans. Tony Stark. If I could pick someone to play my life, that's him.
What is your favorite food?
Like some form of red meat, like a ribeye or a fillet, a steak. Oh,
from anywhere in particular?
Probably the Ocean Club in Easton, like Capitol Grill for down south. Hudson and Essex, local plug, nice. Downtown community.
Very good.
All right, Tristan, what do you do in your spare time, the little that you have?
I have 2 beautiful girls and a wife that's a 24 out of 10, right? I made her ass quick too, so she couldn't figure out what she was doing. So we're Allie's almost 3, Chloe's 6 months, so it's full-time dad mode. Also love being in the gym. Love the feeling from it too, right? I'll get to Pete level someday, but you just feel so damn good. So love those little girls with all my heart, and just that physical exertion of tossing some metal around.
Yeah, love it.
If you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Ooh,
anybody.
I'm going to have to go a little deep on this one, guys. I'm going to have to go a little deep. I'm going to have to say Jesus, not going to lie. Right? Mm-hmm. We got some gratitude to express and some good conversations to be had. I'm not sure if I can get a checkup on how I'm doing, but wouldn't mind getting an early audit of my judgment day. That's the first one. I mean, you go, this is the beautiful thing about the rapid fire. First thing that pops in your mind, that's what's got to be.
Love it. Absolutely love it, Tristan.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh shit. You ask anybody, I am a jukebox. I mean, I sung every word of Vanilla Ice on top of the ice bars, Snow Trails, Ice Ice Baby, Little Waterfalls by TLC. I like to take it back a little bit.
Yep. All right, give us a little something. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Yo, VIP. Let's kick
it.
Pete, you're up.
Got some ski shots in there too. It brings out the real good stuff.
Very good. All right, what is something you fear?
Ooh, rejection. Right? But you take the rejection, you turn it into, I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm not going to be a little bitch about it. But, the more rejection you get, the easier it becomes. But God, being told no, losing those sales. That's why I married Lindsay so quick, right? Couldn't figure out what happened. I'm just kidding, But yeah, I do not like rejection. It is always in the back of my mind, but it forces me to push harder to make sure that I don't get that or I'm prepared for it. That's why, like I said, I dove so hard into complaints versus actual, just general stalls or objections of moving forward, right? Because of my fear of rejection. Studied so deep into the closing process so I wouldn't get rejected.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And with that being said, like you said, you want to hear the no's. Pete, whoever hears the most no's
makes the most dough.
Bada boom, bada bang.
Yep, whoever hears the most no's makes the most dough. Yeah. So we talk about that in our sales. We have a little sales motivated mindset every Thursday. And I say, rather than go out there and get a deal, I say go out there and get told no 4 times today. And just kind of change your mind, because the more you just playing the numbers, right? The more I get rejected, the more deals I'm going to get.
Yep.
So yeah, but it's tough. I agree, Tristan. Nobody likes rejection, especially over and over and over again, and you feel like you're not getting anywhere. But you have to plant those seeds. You plant those seeds, and then they will grow. You will be able to reap those benefits.
Well, like you said, Pete, go get told no 4 times. You do that, every day, all month long, that's 320-ish. I'm an IT guy. Cut me some slack. 320-ish no's, right? What do you got?
120.
120-ish no's. So I said, John, shut the hell up. 120-ish no's, right? You back into your numbers. I talked to 100 people. I'm probably going to get 10 people that say, yeah, maybe. And out of those 10, I'm going to get 1, right? You always shoot for yeses. You get 4 yeses, but if your closing ratio is 1 out of 100, well, now you need really 2.5, which you can't get a half yes. You need 3 yeses just to get a deal to go through, right? Don't look for the needles in the haystack. Look for the haystacks, weed out the hay, and find the needle.
Yeah.
I do a little wholesaling. I mean, we're building a little bit up. Shot some SMS campaigns out this morning. Shot messages out to 1,100 people. Got a bunch of no's. Got a bunch of. Well, you know how it works, right? F-offs, this and that, right? And then messaging the guy. We got one that looks pretty promising. But I'm not just going to shoot for the one that's promising. I'll never hit it. So.
Love that. And it's about when you get the rejection, what are you learning from it? What are you pushing forward? And we got that rejection. What happened? What could you have changed moving forward too? So.
Yep.
All right. Last one, rapid fire round. What is your greatest accomplishment?
Building, growing, and nurturing my family, right? At the end of the day, what's it all worth if you don't have anyone supporting you on a personal, on a loving, and an emotional side, right? I have plenty of staff, partners, and all that stuff cheering me on, but there's a whole different side of everyone when you got your spouse, significant other. Being able to raise Allie and Chloe up. Go look on my Instagram. It's Tristan Gardner. You'll see my little girl with my black hat. And I'm like, Allie, what's the hat say? She's like, the hat says cash flow, right? Cash flow. she'll be like, cash flow, cash flow. And then she loves Jay-Z too, right? So I'm raising her up, right? Just to start with. Just raising those girls up. You know, Chloe's personality is just starting to pop out. She's like 6 months, so she'll be drinking the Kool-Aid and pitching easy justice. She'll be underwriting deals. I can't wait to take those little girls around. I love building and growing the family. And I mean, that's taking a business term, and I feel like putting it in a personal situation, but you got to build it, right? You got to build that family. You got to grow it. You got to expand it and reach to what's next. Never settle for average in your family.
That speaks volumes to you and shows that you're doing things the right way, brother. So kudos to you on that, man. Love that.
Yep. My man, Tristan, drop the mic, man. You did an awesome job on the podcast today. It was our pleasure having you. Love your energy, man. You know, it's very rare, JP, but I'm going to say this. I think Tristan matched our energy, if not maybe exceeded it at a little bit, you know, at times. Dude, amazing job. Love getting to know you today. Love having you as a neighbor downtown here and, you know, fellow entrepreneur, just killing it and continuing to give back to this community. And help others. So any final thoughts, either of you?
Take some action. Do something. Anything. Whatever you think. What do you say? I'll do that later. I got to figure that out. Do it. Don't think about it. Just go do it. Rapid fire style. Rapid fire style. Go do it. Go do it. Make that social media post. Send that letter. Ask the girl out. Just go do it.
Just do it. Take action.
We got one life to live. There's no reason to wait. There's no reason to wait around. And Tristan, thanks a ton for coming on, man. I think and I don't want to hurt anybody else's feelings, but I can say that this is probably one of the most fun pods I've ever had. We talked a lot of business, we made a lot of connections, and you dropped some gems to the viewers, but we also did it in a very fun way. And that goes to show you can be successful and have a blast while doing it too, man. So, dude, thanks a million for coming on. Last question though. Where and how can folks contact you or follow you?
Instagram is probably the best. It's Tristan Gardner, and it's Gardner, not Gardner. I don't garden shit. I'm an IT guy, right? So it's Tristan Gardner on Instagram, Facebook, or on the government side, Easy Justice, letter E, letter Z, and then justice.us, or on any social media platform. You'll find information about Easy Justice.
Awesome.
How many podcasts are you guys on? What number are you at?
80 something, I think.
Yeah.
Pete, how many times you taken off your shirt?
First time.
Oh, yes. That's good stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, baby. Hopefully the pants aren't coming next. That's a different format.
For sure. We'll put that in the link tree. That's the other icon.
Yeah, that'll be my OnlyFans page.
Exactly. That's it. That's your premium content.
Oh, jeez. All right. Don't forget to visit these two guys' OnlyFans pages as well and support them. Just kidding.
Gotta have those flows.
Again, hey man, yeah, I can say it. This is the most fun pod I've ever done. So thank you, Tristan, for being a part of that, man. Driving that fun factor today, but inspiring others, man. Inspiring others to take action.
I appreciate that.
Motivate and inspire.
Appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Hey, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching the Dream Huge podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Follow Tristan at It's Tristan Gardner on Instagram. And as always, remember the rules. Work hard, never give up, and dream huge. Boom. Let's take them out with the guns, Tristan. See y'all.
See ya.